Imagine I give you two choices. Choice 1. I give you $1,000 today. Choice 2. I give you just $10 every week. At first, choice 1 obviously sounds better. But what if you could take those $10 payments and invest them regularly for years? Suddenly, those tiny amounts can become something much bigger. And that's the basic idea behind one of the simplest ways people invest.
SIP.
But here's the problem. Most people hear words like mutual funds, SIP, compound interest, and returns, and immediately think, this sounds complicated. It isn't. In fact, I'm going to explain SIP as if you're 13 years old. By the end of this video, you'll understand what SIP is, how it works, why people use it, and the biggest mistakes beginners make. Let's say you're 13 years old. You receive $20 as pocket money. You could spend the entire $20 on snacks, games, or something you want. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying your money. But imagine you had a machine that could take a small amount of money every month and put it toward investments automatically. That's basically what a SIP does. SIP stands for Systematic Investment Plan. Instead of investing a huge amount of money all at once, you invest a fixed amount regularly. For example, $50 every month, or $100 every month, or whatever amount fits your budget. The important part isn't that the amount is huge. The important part is consistency. Think about going to the gym. You don't go to the gym once for 10 hours and expect to become incredibly fit. You go regularly, week after week, month after month. Investing through a SIP works in a similar way. You're building a financial habit. But there's one major reason this becomes powerful.
Time.
Here's where things get interesting. Imagine two people. Let's call them Alex and Ryan. Alex starts investing $100 every month at age 20. Ryan says, I'll start later. So Ryan waits until he's 30. Then Ryan also invests $100 every month. They are investing the exact same amount every month. But Alex gave his money an extra 10 years to potentially grow. That's where compound growth comes in. Think of compound growth like a snowball. You start with a tiny snowball. You roll it down a snowy hill. At first, it barely grows. But as it keeps rolling, it picks up more snow. Then that bigger snowball picks up even more snow. Eventually, something that started tiny can become enormous. Money can work in a similar way when investment returns are reinvested and allowed to compound. And here's the crazy part. You don't necessarily need to start with a huge amount. Starting early and staying consistent can matter enormously. But there's another problem. People try to predict the perfect time to invest. They think, maybe I'll wait for the market to fall. Maybe I'll invest next month. Maybe I'll wait until I earn more. And sometimes, they keep waiting. 1 month becomes 1 year. 1 year becomes 5 years. And suddenly, they've lost years of potential compounding. Let's make this incredibly simple. Imagine you decide to invest $100 every month. You choose a mutual fund or another investment vehicle appropriate for your goals. Every month, $100 goes into that investment. But here's something important. The price of what you're buying doesn't stay the same. Sometimes prices are high. Sometimes prices are low. When prices are high, your $100 buys fewer units. When prices are low, your $100 buys more units. This is one reason regular investing can be useful. You're not trying to perfectly predict the market every month. You're simply continuing according to your plan. This approach is commonly associated with dollar cost averaging. But remember, SIP itself doesn't guarantee profits. If the investment falls in value, your investment can fall too. That's why understanding what you're investing in matters. So, if you're starting from zero, what should you actually remember? Rule number 1. Start with what you can afford. You don't need $10,000. You don't even need $1,000. The amount should fit your financial situation. Rule number 2. Be consistent. The real power of a SIP isn't the first payment. It's the hundreds of payments that may come after it. Rule number 3. Give it time. Investing isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. If someone promises you guaranteed huge returns in a short period, be careful. Real investing involves risk. Rule number 4. Understand what you're buying. A SIP is simply a method of investing regularly. It isn't itself an investment. You still need to understand the mutual fund or other investment you're putting your money into. Rule number 5. Don't panic over every market movement. Markets can go up. Markets can go down. If your plan is designed for the long term, Constantly reacting to every headline can hurt your discipline. Now, let's go back to our 13-year-old. You have $20. You don't need to become a millionaire tomorrow. You don't need to understand every stock in the market. You don't need to predict what the market will do next Tuesday. The most important lesson is much simpler. Small amounts plus consistency plus time can become powerful. Think about it. A tree doesn't become huge overnight. It grows a little every day. Investing can be similar. The goal isn't to become rich instantly. The goal is to give your money the opportunity to grow over a long period while you continue learning and making responsible decisions. And remember this, SIP isn't magic. It doesn't eliminate investment risk. It doesn't guarantee returns. And it doesn't make bad investments good. It's simply a disciplined way to invest regularly. So, the next time someone says, investing is complicated, you can tell them, it's actually pretty simple. Invest regularly. Understand what you own. Stay patient. And give time a chance to do its job. Because, when it comes to building wealth, starting small isn't the problem. Never starting is. Okay, that's it. If you find the video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment your opinion below. Thank you.